If you thought Hollywood was irrelevant when it came to politics, you missed this one. Amal Clooney, the wife of George Clooney, the actor, has, in her words, been the driving force behind the International Criminal Court's indictment and coming arrest warrants for the leaders of Israel. I'm serious. The leaders of Israel who are fighting for their own country's survival deserve to be in prison, according to this buffoon. I'm not one of those people, Claire Lopez, that believes because you're famous, you're smarter than or have more insights than the normal person, let alone the experts. And I'm disgusted to have to report that George Clooney's wife, Amal Clooney, was the leading advocate presenting evidence and briefings to The Hague. I'm talking about the ICC, that according to what's being released now, are leading to the announcement of arrest warrants that will be issued in the not too distant future for Prime Minister Netanyahu and Defense Minister Gallant of Israel. And that she personally was the one that pushed it through because of her fame and reputation as a Lebanese civil rights lawyer. Some of the things she said are just horrible, totally anti-Israel, and seemed, in my opinion, to totally disregard the fact that Israel is fighting a defensive war. People like her can't remember that on October 6th, there was a ceasefire. And October 7th, the country of Israel was invaded by a foreign army that literally massacred defenseless civilians. And ever since, Israel has been fighting for its own survival. And she has determined, in her infinite fame, that Israel is the same as Hamas. And I'm looking at the quotes from her where she talks about the prosecutor of the ICC asked me, meaning herself, Ms. Clooney, to assist him with evaluating evidence of suspected war crimes and crimes against humanity. I agreed and joined a panel of international experts, blah, 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 blah. And her expert report supports a request for arrest warrants against the Israelis. I'm just stunned. In her mind, there's an equivalence between the perpetrators of the mass murder and the people defending their own people, the Israelis.
Yeah, I mean, it's absolutely absurd. I mean, how does some Hollywood figure out of People's Magazine weigh in on the International Court, Criminal Court at The Hague? What does could she possibly even know about Israel or the IDF or Gaza? It's utterly absurd.
Yeah, she says that the ICC rules and regulations apply to all countries in the world, which, by the way, is factually inaccurate.
No, they don't.
She's making it up. The United States and Israel aren't even parties to the agreement that established the court.
Right.
And from what I'm hearing just today, as we discussed earlier, the United States Senate is moving rapidly in an attempt to sanction the ICC and banning any members of the ICC from even entering the United States after this atrocity. The atrocity, obviously, being the proposed arrest warrants for the leaders of the state of Israel.
Absolutely. And I believe it is Senator Tom Cotton of Arkansas who proposed this bill to sanction these members of the ICC. And he has, as I've last seen anyway, dozens of co-sponsors. I hope there will be many more, and that this bill will pass, because nothing could be more just and right that these figures from the ICC be sanctioned and be banned from entry into the United States.
Well said. I'm just stunned. And I hope that the Senate is able to push it through as they should.